Hello guys, we're going to be checking the histology for the pituitary gland or the hypophysis. Then we have the adeno hypophysis, which is the anterior part of the pituitary gland, and then we have the posterior part of the pituitary gland, which is the neuroid hypophysis. There are two different kinds of tissues. And between them, we have the infundibular stalk, giving origin to the posterior pituitary gland. And we're gonna see in detail, just in a second, the histology of the pituitary gland. Then this slide is showing the pituitary gland. You're gonna see here, maybe it's gonna be around the 40x for the pituitary gland magnification, and then we're gonna be looking two different sides, two different features to identify. This one is gonna be the anterior pituitary or the adeno hypophysis, and the posterior one and the neuro hypophysis. Then we have different structures here, different tissues here. This one is going to be anterior adeno hypophysis. It's more like glandular, and it's the anterior pituitary gland, or your adeno hypophysis. While this side, the other side, we have here, it's more like a pink color. It's going to be the posterior pituitary or neuro hypophysis. Then this section in the middle, right here, is going to be the pars intermedia. And if we zoom a little bit, after this, we're gonna check here over the adeno hypophysis. We're gonna check here these little blotches. It looks like glandular tissue. This is your anterior hypophysis, the anterior pituitary gland, and they produce several hormones, such as the growth hormone, or the thyroid stimulating hormone, or the adrenocorticotropic hormone, or the luteinizing hormone, or the follicle stimulating hormone, and prolactin. And they are huge hormones, major hormones. And the other side, you have the neurohypophysis, and actually you don't have any production here because it's not a glandular side. But instead of that, this tissue looks like neurons because it's called neurohypophysis, and it's calling based on the neural tissue. Then the neurohypophysis or posterior pituitary is not producing any hormone. Opposite down. It works storing and secreting hormones, and it stores and secretes oxytocin and antidiuretic hormone, ADH. Both of these hormones are produced in the hypothalamus, and they are transported down to your posterior hypophysis or the neurohypophysis. So if you zoom back out again, just to get an idea, this is a 40x total magnification view of your anterior and posterior pituitary gland, and let's see with the pars intermedia.